Morning and Evening, by Charles Spurgeon, January the 10th. Finally, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give to me on that day, and not to me only, but also to all who have loved his appearing. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. Doubting one, thou hast often said, I fear I shall never enter heaven. Fear not, all the people of God shall enter there. I love the quaint saying of a dying man who exclaimed, I have no fear of going home. I have sent all before me. God's finger is on the latch of my door, and I am ready for him to enter. But, said one, are you not afraid lest you should miss your inheritance? Nay, said he, nay, there is one crown in heaven which the angel Gabriel could not wear. It will fit no head but mine. There is one throne in heaven which Paul the apostle could not fill. It was made for me, and I shall have it. O Christian, what a joyous thought! Thy portion is secure, there remaineth a rest. But cannot I forfeit it? No, it is entailed. If I be a child of God, I shall not lose it. It is mine as securely as if I were there. Come with me, believer, and let us sit upon the top of Nebo and view the goodly land, even Canaan. Seest thou that little river of death glistening in the sunlight, and across it dost thou see the pinnacles of the eternal city? Dost thou mark the pleasant country and all its joyous inhabitants? Know then that if thou couldst fly across, thou wouldst see written upon one of its many mansions, This remaineth for such a one, preserved for him only. He shall be caught up to dwell for ever with God. Poor doubting one, see the fair inheritance, it is thine. If thou believest in the Lord Jesus, if thou hast repented of sin, if thou hast been renewed in heart, thou art one of the Lord's people, and there is a place reserved for thee, a crown laid up for thee, a harp specially provided for thee. No one else shall have thy portion. It is reserved in heaven for thee, and thou shalt have it ere long, for there shall be no vacant thrones in glory when all the chosen are gathered in. January the 10th, p.m. And after my skin is destroyed, this I know, that in my flesh I shall see God. Job chapter 19, verse 26. Mark the subject of Job's devout anticipation, I shall see God. He does not say, I shall see the saints, though doubtless that will be untold felicity, but I shall see God. It is not, I shall see the pearly gates, I shall behold the walls of jasper, I shall gaze upon the crowns of gold, but I shall see God. This is the sum and substance of heaven. This is the joyful hope of all believers. It is their delight to see him now in the ordinances by faith. They love to behold him in communion and in prayer, but there in heaven they shall have an open and unclouded vision, and thus seeing him as he is, shall be made completely like him. Likeness to God, what can we wish for more? And a sight of God, what can we desire better? Some read the passage, Yet I shall see God in my flesh, and find here an allusion to Christ as the Word made flesh, and that glorious beholding of him, which shall be the splendour of the latter days. Whether so or not, it is certain that Christ shall be the object of our eternal vision, nor shall we ever want any joy beyond that of seeing him. Think not that this will be a narrow sphere for the mind to dwell in. It is but one source of delight, but that source is infinite. All his attributes shall be subjects for contemplation, and as he is infinite under each aspect, there is no fear of exhaustion. His works, his gifts, his love to us, and his glory in all his purposes and in all his actions, these shall make a theme which will be ever new. The patriarch looked forward to this sight of God as a personal enjoyment, whom mine eye shall behold, and not another. Take realizing views of heaven's bliss, Think what it will be to you. Thine eyes shall see the King in his beauty. All earthly brightness fades and darkens as we gaze upon it, but here is a brightness which can never dim, a glory which can never fade. I shall see God. May you find encouragement and comfort in the Lord Jesus Christ today. Dear brothers and sisters,